I'm here to beg my case. I have foregone legal counsel because of how strongly I believe in my innocence. I stand before you a man, a son, a student, an athlete, a valuable member of society. The prosecutor will try to convince you that I'm guilty of a felony, of forcefully entering and taking what wasn't mine. I will not deny my presence on the date in question, nor will I deny my participation in the events described. I will, however, tell you all the reasons why my actions were justified and why I should be found not guilty of all charges. I'd like to start off my argument by informing the jury that it was never my intention to rob the bank. I've had numerous prior bank transactions, all without incident. You could say I was a model bank customer. I'm embarrassed to admit that on the night in question, I partook in some irresponsible drinking habits. I am positive that if I had not been drinking, this night would have ended differently. Please, do not make sober punishments based on 20 minutes of drunken decisions. I must include in my argument that this was a beautiful bank. The architecture was stunning, the color scheme a work of art. I really don't know how anyone could resist coming into this bank. And to make matters worse, the security system was not up to date. It's almost laughable at how naive the bank must have been to expect to hold all those valuables away from someone's sticky fingers. There weren't even proper locks on the vault. If the bank really wanted me to stay out, it should have secured the door tighter. And the security guard was a joke. Shaking voice, whispering, "No, please, don't," didn't even use force. If the bank really wanted me to stay out, they would have fought harder. But now that people are giving the bank a hard time, calling it names, now the bank wants to say that I used excessive force, that it was incapacitated, that it feared for its life. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I believe this is what they sometimes call buyer's remorse. I know, I hate using the term, but the truth is plain to see. The bank regrets allowing me into its vault, and now it wants to question my character, when really it's the bank we should be judging for failure to perform the duties of its job. The bank knows that people rob banks. The bank knows that bank robberies occur more often in certain neighborhoods at certain times of day. The bank has been told on multiple occasions from multiple sources that if it decorates itself in a particular fashion, people will be more apt to rob it. The bank has been told that it is the bank's responsibility to prevent bank robberies. And yet the prosecutor is trying to make me pay for the bank's mistakes. If the bank had listened, I wouldn't have been tempted to rob the bank. The bank took advantage of my drunken state by flaunting its poorly guarded valuables. People of the court, I am innocent. How can a man be found guilty of stealing something we've been taught for years is free for the taking? How could I know I was doing something wrong when we've told everyone else it's okay? I am a man. It is just a bank. I have feelings. It has exchangeable currency. I have aspirations. It is stationary under glass ceilings. I have a life worth living. It is only there for my convenience.